Hello everyone, my name is Prakhar and I'm from Kuberns Tech Team. Kuberns is an AI-driven platform as a service that lets anyone from a student to a scaling startup to deploy application without writing infrastructure code. Behind the scenes, AI handles your environment setup, system config, build processes, and deployments. All you need to do is link your GitHub repository and relax. And it's literally true that Kuberns is easy. So let's get started and see how you can deploy your application in just a few seconds and with single click. Now for deploying your application, open your favorite browser and search for kuberns.com. You will land over this page which will say AI powered cloud autopilot that you deserve. And this is completely true. And adding one more information to it, as of now there is zero platform fees for lifetime. You are only paying for the computation. So click on deploy for free. You got two options in here. One will be continue with Google and the other one will be continue with GitHub. I'll be choosing continue with Google. Once you are signed in, so let's get started with your onboarding. So here you just need to provide your name and the role which describes you the best. For example, student, freelancer, or a professional. Click over I have understood the terms and condition and say let's begin. Now you will come to this connect to your repository stage. Here you need to click on connect and configure. Sign into your GitHub account, provide the OTP, click on all repository, or you can also give the access of some selected repository if you want. Click on save and your GitHub repository is now configured. So now from here you can select any of the repository that you want to connect. For example, in this case, I want to connect the past-gen repository. And you can also select the branch that you want to connect. And after that, you do not need to add any kind of template that whether this is Flask application or a Django application, the AI will detect it on its own. And you can select the closest region to yourself. For example, in my case, I'm closest to Mumbai, so I want my service to be hosted in Mumbai. For example, if you are living in America, you can select America there. If you want to add any kind of environment variable, it's pretty easy to add the environment variables. You just need to click on add env vars, and here you can provide your key and the value pair manually, or you can just click on upload.env file and select the env file from your local computer and just upload it over here. You can also upgrade the pricing plan. This is the starter pricing plan and it's under the free trial, and you can upgrade it anytime you want. So let's click on deploy. We just need to fill in the basics and the AI handles the rest. So our application will be live in just some minutes. The first step is the environment setup. The second is the system configuration. And the third is AI driven deployment. Kuberns will automatically detect what this application is comprised of, what is the application stack. It will detect whether it has database, it requires background workers, and configure the application on its own. It will also provide it a custom domain, and you can change the domain by yourself if you want. You are also getting the latest live logs that are being done right over here. Now the AI driven deployment has been started. Now as you can see, the AI driven deployment has been done and these are the live logs. All deployment checks are passed. So let's proceed to our dashboard. So this is our dashboard. Here you can see these are the resources. Background worker, which is not needed. background worker, and database. So these things are not present in my application, so these are no more needed. We only need this resource, which is server web. So if I'll go into resources, I can see all my resources. These are the metrics that I have. Activities, and as you can see that my deploy config detection for environment variables is successful, and certain things are under progress. Here I can add my custom domain, and for example, if I want to add more environment variable post deployment, I can add those too. And after that, I can also change my deploy config. For example, if you want to change anything in the pre-built scripts, you can change them. If you want to change anything in the post-built script, you can also change them. You can provide custom commands that you want your application to be with, and all these things will be reflected in the Docker file. You can also change the port configuration if you need according to your application, and you can click on save and finish once you have changed the post deploy config. And from here you can have the live logs of your application. For example, if you have given a newer build, so you can see the logs right here. And if you can see, so it has automatically detected the application stack. My application password generator has been built over Flask, so Kuberns has automatically detected that it is built over Flask and deployed the application. Once you will reach here, you can go to the deployed URL. You can open it directly from here, or you can just click over this to copy this. And as you can see, analytics has already been started. So if we go to matrix, you will be able to see RAM usage, response time, throughput. So that's all from today's video, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.